the reason why, here, I'll tell you why we left Hysteria. So Bestman and I, we were teaming with Hysteria and we had Maniac as a fourth. We pretty much thought we were going to go as that team to Ohio. And unfortunately, Maniac, he didn't completely commit to our team. So I knew that if there was some like team change that was going to happen, that he'd probably try and get on board with whatever team broke up. And that ended up being Reliable. So Maniac ended up running games with Reliable, which told us that he didn't really want to team with us at all. That we were kind of his second option. We wanted to team with people that wanted to practice and wanted to be on our team. And during that time, Legit asked to run games with us, and we asked him. We wanted to run games with him, and we kind of let that opportunity pass because we thought that Maniac was for sure going to be our teammate. So after Maniac decided to go with Reliable, we were kind of screwed with the fourth because the only other players left were players that we weren't really comfortable with, like Crim 6 or Twin Savior. Who are players, they're skilled players, but we don't really know them outside of the game, and I really don't know them personally. And before that all happened, FB was running with Crim 6, and they texted me and they texted Jacob to run games with them. And we both said no because we thought the Maniac team was gonna go through, which it ended up not happening. And then when we ran games with Crim 6, we decided to give him a shot. And when we scrimmed that night, you can go to Hysteria's rebroadcast, but I'm 21, turning 22 in 2 days, and I've matured a lot since I moved out of my house in Seattle, and Nick's 22, and we just are annoyed with the immature stuff that's going on with Jacob, because we like Jacob personally, as he's a nice kid, but inside of Halo he's extremely annoying. And just watching his stream, that with you at the party, he's trolling you the whole time.
Say that again. And you broke up.
He was trolling you the whole time. He just brought you in that party to basically make fun of you and have that whole chat, kind of poke fun at you, which is just immature. And I'm past that stage, and Nick's past that stage in our lives. Like, we like to have fun, but I don't like to see my teammates and I don't want to say anything personal, bad about Jacob, because I think he's a nice guy, but it was just too much to put up with. And Nick and I have teamed with him. I teamed with him in 2010, and he wasn't as bad then as he was when we scrimmed, and he even admitted the next morning that his temper got the best of him. But at the same time, I want to team with people that are dedicated to play, that want to practice, and that are mature people that I can enjoy being around outside of the Halo scene. And Victory X and Fear, 2 years ago, in 2010, they were the best players in the game with Pistola and Ogre 2, and I think if they practice really hard, and if our team practices really hard, we can do extremely well. I believe in that, and for the last week and a half, I've been on every single day, almost all day, gaming hard, and that's the main reason why we left Hysteria. There's nothing, outside of the game. Again, I like Jacob, but inside of the game, and I'll let you guys yourself just watch one of his rebroadcasts, and you can totally see that it'd be extremely hard to put up with someone like that, because he's not constructive. It's very negative criticism, and there's no difference at all for me telling Jacob, for me to go on, to talk with him on Skype or text him or talk with him on the phone to say why we left. There's no reason at all. He saw us running games with Fear and Victory that night. We made the decision because that next day we played with each other, and we played against Status Quo. We lost 5-3 in the series, or 6-3 or 5-3, one of the two. No, it was 5-3. And we thought we did well, so we, talked later again, and then today we announced it. And that's how I wanted to stick with what I think will be the best for us, and that's how I feel.
First of all, I want to wish you a happy birthday, early birthday, and hope everything goes well with your team. And I want to thank you for coming in on here and talking. And
okay, for people saying that we left in an immature way, I could have easily have just texted Jacob and said, we're teaming with Fear itself and Victory. But it would have gone into this whole conversation of, why are you going to leave? Why are you doing this? You're fucking me over. This is a business. You guys need to realize this. I've been doing this for 6 years. Nick's been a player for 6 years. You don't understand what goes on if you end up talking with, a player that you just dropped. and I know what's best is whatever I feel is best, whatever I'm most confident with, I'm going to go with that, and I'm not going to let any other influences alter my decisions. And that's all it is. Talking with Jacob, I do like him. I think he's a nice guy. We're friends outside of the game. I have no personal beef with him at all. But I know that if I would have talked to him, I might have, reconsidered, or, something like that would have happened. I made my choice, and Nick and I both agreed that this would be the best. So that's what we decided to do. Should I have told Jacob? Should I have called him? Probably should have. And Nick talked about on the Halo console that was a mistake he made. But at the same time, I didn't want. I knew it would turn into a full-blown conversation, and I just wanted to go with what I felt was best.
All right. And you want to throw any Q&As out for the stream? Got about almost 200 people now, so.
Okay. For you guys to say, there's people in the chat that are saying that is unprofessional and immature. Do I show professionalism to a person that will tell a Halo girl on Twitter that she's a fucking pussy cunt? And this is something that happened recently with Arcanum's girlfriend. And I don't like to get in any Halo drama at all. I'd like to stay out of it. But why show professionalism to someone that doesn't really show you the same respect? That's all I'm going to say. Jacob's a good guy, but at the same time, I'm not gonna, just watch the rebroadcast. That's all I gotta say. Watch the rebroadcast of when we screamed at the Crim 6, and you'll see what Best Man felt, what I felt, and hopefully you guys will understand. But that's all I gotta say. Sud, I wish you the best. Hopefully, you kick ass in 2012. I know you'll do well in the free-for-all. I'll see you in the finals, hopefully.
All right.
And, I'll talk to you later, bro.
All right, man. See ya. Alrighty, guys. That was Mason Neighbor Cobb.